Halo Esports is back for the 2024 season, which means I am a very happy boy. Sadly, though, I was sick last weekend, so I missed the first online qualifier. Thankfully, LVT has the highlights on their YouTube channel, so today we're going to watch them, break them down, and talk a bit about the new Halo Esports season, because I'm excited. If you want to learn the art that is high-tier Halo, you got to see these plays. Plus, the best way to watch them is to watch them live with me on Twitch. So this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, I'm doing another watch party. Come watch it with me live so I'm not alone. And of course, so you can get exclusive in-game drops that you earn only by watching the tournament. I'll tell you how to get them. Okay, highlights. Let's give this a watch. Snakebite. Snipe. Hits it, of course. Honestly, really well-placed nade into top tower here. That nade, the arc of it, is going to land and bank off the railing in the back of tower. Notice how that's not a reaction shot with the snipe as well. He spots cycle top tower and then backs down. He's got that reticle and that intention set in his mind. He's hitting that shot not through reaction, just through his understanding of the fact that cycle has jumped and he knows where he's falling. Bam, perfect shot, right? No reaction, all just perfect placement and follow through as the nade blows up in back tower.
It's been all FaZe Clan. Frosty here.
Frosty was shocked.
Oh
my god. Okay, I like it. Look at that. The team FaZe getting kills now too. 3 dead. Final win rate. Yep, perfect. 4 dead. No lost players. Okay, World 2 dies to a nade, but clear advantage spawning in C. That's likely the end of the game right there. Good play out of Frosty and good recognition to spot 3 players, know that he can't do anything to contribute to this from his position with the Shroud in play. That also gives him the flexibility to grapple in. Even though he hits no shots, does no damage here, just the fact that he's here draws enough attention to himself to make it easy for his teammates in A to clean up the rest of the players or at least do some good damage. And then Frosty can now come back and pick it up, and just a great, well-executed team play. Started with Frosty, who did barely any damage, right? Just his presence there really mattered. Oh no. I mean, dare I say he deserved it? At this level of play, you can't miss the tower jump, all right? It's unacceptable. Come on, man.
Chance for Optic to maintain their control in this hill, but with him taken down,
you just got to hit that jump. Oh, man. Very nice. And expected from Stellar. This dude has to have one of the cleanest, most consistent snipers in the league, hands down. It's insane watching him play. It's a clinic every time. But even from the start of this, like, look how early he's throwing that frag, right? Banking it off the floor over to the side of the C boxes here. And the nade's going to blow up and kill Trippy before he even enters the engagement. Trippy is out of the picture. Beautiful snap, no scope. Like, that's what we know Stellar for. Doesn't find it on dead zone. Formal getting that kill was actually huge. I watched this from Formal's POV. He doesn't just get Stellar. He drops down and then kills Eco as well, which glitches on the kill feed. But that actually keeps him in game, and Optic somehow brings that one back. I watched that one live. It was kind of crazy, despite the play at a Stellar. Okay, bound with 2. A triple out of bound. We can't see it. He's got the OS. I'm sure it was a good play. Boo Dubu and Camo has to be one of the, yeah, one of the best combos that you'll see between player and equipment in the league. He's just so consistent with it. Kind of surprised he didn't get seen in this position, kind of walking across bridge here. Drux a little bit preoccupied, though, right? They didn't see him. And then just takes his time. Perfect ninja. Beautiful. Notice the size of his inner reticle, by the way. If you have any questions about this, the inner reticle sometimes could be different sizes. It has to do, I believe, with the resolution. If you're playing on 2K or 4K resolution, for whatever reason, the inner reticle is smaller. So the observer, assuming they have multiple observers, this observer POV is playing on a higher resolution versus 1080p resolution on the other observer POVs. I don't know why it is that the reticle changes side with resolution, but it does. And what a snap that was. You know, back to Stellar once again, right? Picks up Snipe and no hesitation, knows exactly where to put it. Jesus. He clicks right stick to scope in, which is just, you'd think he's an LT aimer with the sheer consistency that he has, quick scoping, but he has that speed and that consistency with right stick which gives me some hope and faith as somebody who still plays on right stick aim. I know a lot of LT aimers out there these days. Oh, still does it, right? Got D-scoped, hit the head. I remember this shot from Formal's POV. Oh, insane shot. That's the game. That's the game. They're pulling the final flag. This is an OT right here. He has no space here. He either drops off the map or just goes for the ego headshot. And of course he hits it, right? Slides. Beautiful placement and control with the no scope. That's talent. That's, you know, experience and reps. That's not really fundamentals, right? He's just that nasty. Renegade the same. Nicely done. Nicely done, right? We got the quick reaction snap on the key door. Dead. Easy peasy. And then good movement here. Drops below cuts, fires the shot, drops back, cuts the sight line, right? And then switches to Bandit, right? Finishes the kill. Notice how jittery the POV is? So annoying. The observer mode has been updated recently, and the update was supposed to fix things. Oh my god. The update was supposed to fix things. Instead, there's a whole series of new bugs that we have, frustratingly. And I hope these bugs get fixed, but to see the jitters right there, that's the new observer mode issue. I don't know, some new bug with the observer mode that I'm hoping gets fixed. Look at the power of the peak and the positioning in that situation, right? He barely moves. He doesn't panic, which I think is the big thing. Eco in the situation throws a frag that was meant to be a sticky and then just throws all his nades out. But just that positioning, the fact that he's behind that pole, completely cutting the sight line, he avoids all the nade damage without actually moving, with still holding his space, right? If he drops off and tries to run away, he's probably dead to rights. Gonna make it a lot easier for Renegade. Instead, Renegade's kind of left guessing, right? Because he just played so tight to that pillar. And that's all it takes sometimes, you know, to really get the most out of a play.
So disciplined, understanding how important it is for him to just survive on this part of the map. Tries to deny access to
nice.
but the sneaky play from
Well-placed nade. Once again, Snakebite, back-to-back, right? The first clip with that beautiful nade that he had into tower. This is another one. Like, it doesn't seem like much, but it matters. It's such a big deal when you have such intentionally placed nades in this position. Shoots bound to one shot, knows he drops down. He's got two options. He either comes back, or I guess he can go up the stairs, or he jumps up the C-jump, or he goes down to blue pipes below. He throws a nade that perfectly rolls out to the top of the jump up, cleans up eco at the same time, slides off the cut off blue pipes just in case, and then sees on the kill feed, sees that his nade, you know, gets the kill, so he comes back. And that was just beautifully executed. Covered all the options. Cleans up Stellar as well. Almost a triple.
In A, I think a member of FaZe might be at the glass here, which is going to be
okay, we didn't get to see it. Royal 2 with 2 on the feed, 3 with the shock. Very nice. Monster. Online warrior. Okay. Look at this positioning. Oh, man. So clean. So simple, so clean. And that positioning this positioning is perfect in this situation. He's got a sight on flower door, but he's cut the spawners and cafe out of the picture at the same time, which would normally seem like a pretty vulnerable place to play from, because you could be naded here. But this position works very well in this situation with his teammates in A, right? Bound, eco coming from A to push up on cafe on the other side to make it difficult for FaZe to shoot him. So him just standing here is annoying as hell because you got bound with an angle now. Sometimes something as simple as standing in a corner can be extremely powerful. This corner, you know, surprisingly deep, and I think especially if you play it the way the Monster plays it, barely exposing himself, just kind of like shouldering the ledge enough to draw attention and make it easy for his teammates while still executing shots. And then notice how the spawns split here too. Kills Royal 2. Renegade ends up spawning out in Tram because they're putting so much pressure on Cafe. But Space Station on top of it. Stellar Eco, they push the other direction out to LR to block it, cut off Renegade. That's GG's. That was a perfect trip cap. And close at a SSG. And Monster, you know, popping off with SSG. They won it. We'll see a little bit later in the highlight here. They won it with Monster. Drux. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's one of those. This is one of those shots that did not look very good on Observer, but probably looked incredible on Drux POV, right? Like as an Observer shot, right? Like it's so far from its head. It's ridiculous looking, right? And this was my problem with Observer and something I was hoping they would fix. And I got excited when I saw the patch notes, because apparently in the patch notes, they have improved this, but clearly not. Based on what we're seeing here, the distance between his head and the reticle is just painful. On Drux' actual POV, that's a beautifully lined up shot onto Formal in the air here. But, who knows? Hopefully the observer issues still get fixed or improved. The jittery aspect of this definitely needs to be improved. That's a problem. Some beautiful shots at a Drux. And good to see Drux playing, by the way. I know he's had some issues with his visa. He's Canadian, like myself. Hasn't really been able to compete. I've heard some rumors that maybe he's coming back. I'm very excited. If he comes back, Drux, like the team name, means business. This man, he's incredibly talented. I have big expectations for Drux if he comes back. Pollock here. Let's see. Haha. Very nice. Don't jump. If your opponent has the shock, do not jump. Pollock just preyed on him right there, right? He didn't do anything fancy. All he did was just slide and walk out and wait. He's waiting, and he has faith that Dead Zone is going to jump. And then he just executes him for free when he jumps. The shock has that tiny bit of aim assist, and a pro's ability to snap on a head and get a headshot with that little bit of aim assist when that player's in the air is just so consistent. It happens, just about without fail. So if you ever jump against a good player who's holding a shock rifle, you're almost 100% dead. Don't do it. Pollock was trying to scare Dead Zone into doing it, and he succeeded. We'll see you in 10 seconds. Hell yeah. All right, Lucid. Lucid with the shock now. Oh. Okay. Nice peek, right? Oh, nasty. Didn't look good on Observer once again, but I love Lucid's flexibility in the situation. He's jumping for the clamber here, but he doesn't let himself tunnel. A lot of players will tunnel into the movement they're about to do. Instead, in the air, he just turns and lines up a perfect shot onto the face. Like, that is just some quality, reaction and decision-making in a tight scenario like that. And the peeking as well. I think something that Lucid does exceptionally well. Barely exposes himself, outputting damage, while not walking too far to the left to leave the hill. He's collecting hill time at the same time. It's just flawless. Nasty. Trying to move in, but they're too down themselves. They need to get business out this hill, and they need it right now. Oh, Lucid with 2 off the soda for 3. Nice. That's 4 dead for business right there. Should be the hill. Watch the pathing at a Lucid. Nice pathing there. Something you should take notes on this if you want to get good at solitude movement. He crouch jumps to the soda and then sprint curb slide off the soda towards Swish, finds the kill, jumps to the rock, and then sprint curb slides off the rock, jump hold, crouch onto the front of the garbage truck. And then you can jump backwards from the garbage truck over to Nest. Just perfect pathing. That's how you want to be getting through the bottom area of the map. It's quick, it's efficient. This is for the close of the game, 3-2. 2 dead right now. Lucid about to even it up. Wow. And that should be it. Nice, nice. So he finds Manny. Nade jumps. Talik nade jumps accidentally, right? Slides into the... right on top of the nade. It blows up as he jumps and sends him up into the air. That's the beautiful Halo physics right there. Lucid cleans it up. And then he's one shot. He can't do anything. Actually, a big brain play at a Lucid here to just sprint in circles because it's weird as hell. And Drux, it takes Drux 2 extra shots to kill Lucid because he does this. More time in the hill and also more time for Trippy, who's got the camo behind them to quickly clean up Drux and win the game. So kind of big brained at a Lucid to just move like a like a weirdo in bottom mid. Towards the green side, Snipe comes right back in to deal with Trippy and then focuses over towards the green side of the map where he knows Optic are continuing to push forward. Oh, yes. That's the kind of play. This is the kind of play you could watch over and over, man. Watch that on repeat. So clean. So satisfying. Snipe coming into Nest here. 3 shots into Formal, drops and banks a nade off the top of Nest. That nade falls perfectly on a Dead Zone's head. Jump shoots Formal to 1 shot. QT's the port is back green in this moment, and he knows it. And then snap, snap, surgical, double execution. And part of the reason why I love the QT on this map, the movement that you can chain with the QT on this map, the types of plays you can make just completely changes the dynamic on this map. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. See, this is something I would like to see from Trippy's POV, right? Because it looked kind of desyncy, right? Like Trippy looked like he was practically under Frosty in this moment. This is one of the reasons why the pro community is not super happy with Repulse, especially in online play, just because it's unpredictable. The range that it has online and the effect that it has on you as the player when you get hit by it, it like shakes your screen. It just makes it very unpredictable and frustrating sometimes. But on LAN, it's satisfying. Either way. Oh. If he hit that, a bit of a clinic though, right? Like a bit of a clinic in Royal 2's angles and positioning, and something I think you'll learn watching Royal 2 anytime you watch him, is the way that he approaches the map and the angles here. Like, he gets that first kill, Trippy dies, and then a bullet whizzes over his head. That's from Lucid up on top tower. And he knows Lucid's in top tower, but he doesn't just like jump and peek it right away. He comes out with good fundamentals, slides in, watches bottom tower first. He's getting as much info as he can, and I think he knows in this moment that the position that he's standing is actually, the bridge is cutting his sightline with top tower. So Lucid can't actually see him standing in this position while he's still on top tower. So he has time to do this, to make these fundamentals happen. Then he jumps with the angle with his reticle perfectly set. If Lucid's here, he's ready. Sees dead zone, jumps again, repositions, hits the shot. It's just the way that he's approaching these angles is so safe and so efficient, and ensures that he's the one who's ready for the shot when he needs to hit the shot. And see how early he finds, like he's already looking for that back lane. Like it's almost as if he's walling, right? Like this is the awareness of a pro player. He knows that a player could spawn back base and come out through back tower. So he's already looking at it. Already, and gives him the opportunity to hit a reaction shot on Formal. Doesn't quite react, but I've seen him hit shots like that before, and the only way you find those shots is with those types of fundamentals. So beautiful. Nice. Very nice. 49. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this game was so close, and it looked for a second like Optic had a chance to make a comeback, and Renegade getting that stick completely shut it down. But nice patient lineup, right? Clambers, mid-clamber spots Formal, pulls back on the stick to cancel the clamber, and as he falls, he's lining up this stick. He has to lead the stick in front of Formal. It's got to be perfect, right? Hits a mid-slide. Beautiful, beautiful stick. And he's got no health while he does it. That's the only thing that he could hope to do to get a kill, is be patient enough to line up a stick as he falls. Rough series. This was a heartbreaker. This game was a heartbreaker. Stronghold's live fire. Strongholds as a game type is a game type where that swings more than just about any other. I think, oh, 4 dead Optic. Nice. Beautiful. Oh, if he hit it. If he hit it, it would have been clean. Still perfect, though, because he's alive. They still have numbers, 4 dead Optic. And he's blocking Nest here. It's going to be Dummies OS spawned. Lucid already spawning OS. Bam, there we go, right? It doesn't even matter if he hits the shot. It's GG's. They've got the full map locked down. The only way that Optic gets any semblance of map control back is if they can flip the numbers in their favor. Right now, it's even. It's 4v4 even. So it's all coming down to this team fight, right? Look, you got to watch the kill feed for this, which my head is kind of blocking. There we go. 2 dead for Optic, 1 dead for FaZe. It's a 3v2 right now. Favor FaZe. 3 dead Optic. Still 1 dead for FaZe. And the last one up is Trippy, and he's in B, right? So 3 up FaZe right now. Clear numbers advantage. Trippy dead. He didn't even cap B, so they still got the time. All 4 dead Optic. Pure lockdown. And clean execution at a Renegade 2 to do his role, cover his role with the sniper and Nest and watch the spawns here. But shots into Formal, no hesitation, snap to dead zone. And just beautiful shot, just backs up and crouches and takes enough time. There's a very noticeable wait from Renegade to line up the final 2 shots with confidence. He doesn't just spam it out. Kind of lets dead zone do, what he expects him to do, and then follows through with intention. It's really clean. Very nice. This kind of checked Optic. I think they were heavily in favor of like winning this off the first half of the game. They had a huge amount of momentum, and FaZe just sucked it out of them in all of 2 minutes. And I think, yeah, that deflated them for the series big time. Okay. That's the thing. This is the thing about Renegade's gameplay, where he's a monster on the map, but he's also kind of unpolished sometimes. Like he he just goes, right? He gets in your face. He's got insane aggression and confidence. And when it's a 1v1, like, he is almost impossible to beat. But there's also, you know, sometimes he's not the most polished. Twice in a row. See, the crazy thing about this is he has the most kills on the board, and they are up 2-0, and he's killed himself twice. It just shows you how, you know, insane Renegade is on the map for him to make mistakes like that and still be the top slayer. Nice. QT? Oh, this is perfect. Another reason why QT is pretty fun on this map, the flexibility that you have. Oh, again. And now it's just spawn control for him. Doesn't even matter if he gets the kill. Yeah. So nice patient shot on Stellar, right? Just takes his time, lines it up, fires it. Good reaction. 4 dead here. So they're just spawning, runs it, throws it QTs, throws it just far enough for an easy, safe pickup from one of his teammates. He's back in the vent. I'm just going to look to cut off the spawners here. He drops, but has that safety, right? The QT, he can send himself back. Even if he gets shot in the back here, he can send himself right back to where he came from. And a nice lineup with the snipe. Royal 2 just doing what he does best, right? Oh! Nice perf. Oh, Stellar with 2. Stellar just walling the space off. Yeah, not much they can do. 0. And that's SSG taking Tournament 1. Tournament 1 of many. That's the first tournament of 2024. We got the next online tournament literally tomorrow. And I can't wait to see it. So come watch it with me live on Twitch tomorrow and Sunday. We got a big year of Halo Esports ahead of us for 2024. We got the Bandit Evo starts, which I'm excited about. The whole refresh to rank play and to competitive as well. The map Forbidden. Hopefully some new maps that join along the way. The roster mania has been crazy this year. The dust is still settling. We'll have to talk about that as well, but all in all, I think a lot to be excited about, whether you're a Halo fan already or if you're brand new to the game. And if, in the meantime, you need a little more convincing, I got some breakdowns right beside me that I recommend you check out. This is the way.